Breaking travel news from across the world.
For this edition of Travel Talk, we have the pleasure of talking to the new CEO of Rotana Hotels, Omer Kaddouri. So nice to catch up with you and to be doing our first interview with you as a CEO.
Thank you, Phil. Yeah, it's great to be here. It's nice to talk to you again.
We want to cover the news of Rotana Hotels, new openings, what you've got in the pipeline. But first of all, your transition. How's that been to your new post?
I think it's a little bit more of the same, to tell you the truth. It's been extremely busy in the COO job, and now that the CEO job is mine, it's really just doing a lot of what I was doing and more. Having the responsibility of the company it's a heavy weight on my shoulders, but I've got a great team around me, and we're going to make it a lot of fun moving forward. We've got a company that's dynamic, a lot of aspirations, we're achieving a lot of our goals and objectives, and we just have to keep driving that further.
As you say, a big responsibility. So what is the staff numbers these days?
Well, we're looking at about 12,000 colleagues at the moment, and the target that we're looking at by 2020, which is a date that we're actually looking towards a lot nowadays, not just because of the Expo 2020, obviously, but it's like a target date that we're looking at to double the amount of colleagues that we have, double the amount of hotel rooms that we're operating, and double the amount of cities and towns and countries that we're working in.
So a big doubling, we'll go on to some of those in a moment, but breaking travel news you're talking to, what is your biggest news at the moment?
Well, there's so much news, Phil, it's difficult to really pinpoint anything in particular, but I think our growth factor, moving a little bit out of our region, is really quite exciting. We're moving into Africa, a fantastic hotel in Dar es Salaam, a 5-star Rotana, 249 keys in a top spot. I'm very excited about that. I mean, we're in Africa, we're in Egypt, we're in Sudan, but this is starting to move sub-Sahara, and there's a lot more to come, so watch this space for Africa. But Tanzania for me is a very, very exciting one. Of course, India, Iran, the UAE as well is growing, especially in Dubai with 2020.
So let's move out of this region, starting with Oman. You just opened up in Salalah. Give us a quick overview of that property.
400 keys on the most beautiful beach in the region, white sandy beach, coconut palm trees, absolutely gorgeous. And so far, we've only been open since March, but we're actually ramping up to about 50% occupancy so far. I'm looking for the Kharif period, which is the monsoon period, to be about 100% for 6 weeks in a row. People like it. To get there is through Dubai and Abu Dhabi, fairly straightforward, and the charter flights are coming in thick and fast. So we believe that Salalah is going to be a great success for us. You must try it.
So basically, for viewers who want to experience the monsoon in Arabia, the monsoon in Salalah, as you're saying, you're hoping for 100% occupancy, book early, book soon.
Well, the Kharif period starts basically from the 15th of June, but because it's falling in towards the Ramadan time, the main period will be from Eid al-Fitr for about 6 weeks. But the beauty of that period is that it's about 20 degrees Celsius lower than any other area in the GCC. So the local people from Saudi and Kuwait and the UAE and Oman flock there for that period.
A great escape from the incessant heat of the GCC
20
region.
degrees is a lot.
It is, isn't it? So moving away from Oman, openings elsewhere. You've mentioned, of course, Africa. Tell us about others.
Well, Oman being Salalah being our first in Oman, we have our second in Al Ain. We opened our second property in Al Ain just recently, and it's the Hilly Rayhan by Rotana, 250 keys, beautiful, attached to the Al Wahat Mall, a lovely suburb of Al Ain, and you know, a lot of people thought another hotel in Al Ain. Why another hotel? There's a market for it, leisure market especially, and the mall is a great attraction for our customers. So, second hotel in Al Ain is also doing very well.
Okay, and you mentioned India is going to be a very important market for you, and you had big plans for openings there. How's that moving forward? Well,
when we first went into India, when we opened up our office there about 3 years ago, the idea was that we sign up quite a few hotels in a fairly short period of time. We hit India in not a fantastic time, in all honesty, economically, so we're starting, it hasn't been very, very fast for us. However, there are a couple of opportunities that we're looking very close to, one in Delhi and one in Mumbai, that hopefully by the end of this year we should be able to tie down. It hasn't been as easy as we thought it would be, but we're going to get there eventually.
Okay, moving on to growth. You mentioned you're seeing nice growth within the group. Where's been the strongest areas? Which regions are showing greatest growth?
I think it's still here in the UAE, Phil, to tell you the truth. I mean, with 2020 announced Dubai, we've signed 5 more hotels in Dubai that we're announcing here in ATM. There will be for sure another 5 or 6 by the time 2020 starts. So yeah, I think Dubai and Abu Dhabi have been really the major growth areas for us still. Even though we are looking outside of the area, we are signing in 4 hotels in Iran. India is very close. Africa, as I mentioned, in Sub-Sahara. But the UAE still remains very strong for us.
It's day one of Arabian travel market. You mentioned 5 signings. Can you, at this point, tell us or give us some idea about those signings?
I'll name a couple of them. One of them will be the Wafi Rotana, right next to the Wafi. We'll have about just over 550 keys, 5-star hotel with apartments. There'll be another Arjan, just opposite that, also in the Wafi area, an Arjan, which is our hotel apartments, of about 100 keys. A beautiful hotel on the Creek Rotana, 5-star hotel with hotel apartment component as well, about 280 keys with some beautiful F&B. Just a few.
What about the location of that one on the Creek?
That's very close to the Hilton, where the Hilton Creek is. So another great location, and we're looking forward to that. That should be open by 2017.
Very much the heart of Dubai, where Dubai started, the trading centre of the city.
Yeah.
So, and an important time for the city with Expo 2020. So,
I think so.
By that point, what do you think your inventory will be in Dubai in terms of rooms?
I think we'll probably be looking at around, in the UAE, we should be looking at around 13,000 hotel rooms. Okay, and that's an increase of about, by the time all of the hotels I've just mentioned are going to open, we're talking about a 25% increase for our properties in the UAE and Dubai.
Yeah. And at this point in 2014, the first quarter's gone by. What sort of growth have you experienced in that first quarter?
First quarter growth, in terms of numbers, we're actually reaching our target so far this year. Of course, with the increased competition in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, it's not easy to keep your market share, but we work very hard to do that. We have opened up 2 properties this year, and we have another 7 to open up this year. So we've got a busy year ahead. So far, things are looking good, and we're hoping for a great 2014.
And to finish on, as you say, looking good. It seems to be a very exciting and buoyant time. There must be a few challenges along the way.
Definitely. I mean, it's not that easy to run all of these hotels, but I think the main challenge would be hiring the right colleagues to open up our hotels, because it's not just a problem or a challenge that we face. Every chain is facing the same challenge. Hiring the right amount of people from the right locations, training them and getting them ready for this dynamic industry in this part of the world. So I'd say that's probably our biggest challenge today, but we're working very hard to overcome that.
Well, Omer, thanks very much for joining us here on Breaking Travel News, and great to catch up with you once again.
My pleasure, Phil. Thank you.